Hey everybody, this is Gregory from Dapp University. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to airdrop tokens on Ethereum without having to write any code with a cool new Dapp called Multisender. So before I jump into showing you that, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already and click the thumbs up button down below. That's really going to help this video get found so that more people can learn how to build decentralized applications with this channel, and we can help the blockchain space keep moving forward, because that's what we need, more developers like you. So if you've ever built tokens, or if you've held an ICO or anything like that, and you want to distribute them, it can be really hard. You have to run a script, you have to write your own code, you have to run the script, you have to hire a developer to run the script even, or maybe you forgot how the script works and or it breaks. There's a lot of headache involved when you have to do things with code and run things yourself or get somebody to do it. So I'm going to show you this Dapp called Multisender, which removes all the headache from airdropping tokens, and you can do it all with a really nice looking UI, and you don't have to worry about any of the fussy work. So you can see the URL to this Dapp up here. It's hosted on GitHub. I'll put a link down in the description below. It allows you to enter the address of an ERC20 token in your own wallet already. You have to hold the token. And once you put the address in this field here, you can basically add as many addresses as you want for an airdrop in this list here down below, and you can submit the form and it'll just airdrop the tokens all in, it'll batch it into smaller transactions. So you don't have to worry about sending one transaction for this address, one transaction for that address. It'll just do it all together for you, which is a really nice feature. So I'm going to walk you through how to use this. Today I'm going to run this on the Kovan test network. I'm not actually going to airdrop any tokens on the main net, sorry. But yeah, I'll show you how it works. So currently, this supports a couple different chains. Like I said, we're going to use the Kovan test network. So I've got MetaMask pulled up here. If you want to follow along, just make sure you got MetaMask installed, and make sure you got some Kovan test Ether in your wallet, and also make sure you have some ERC20 tokens in your wallet. I'm pretty sure I do. So I'm going to go actually change my account here in MetaMask. I'll go to, I don't want to use the mainnet. Like I said, I'm going to use Kovan, and I'm going to change the account actually. I'm going to copy this address, and I'm just going to see if I have any ERC20 tokens on the Kovan test network. So I'm going to paste my address in here and search. All right, so yeah, I actually just tested this out a minute ago, so I did see some ERC20 tokens in here. Yeah, someone airdropped me this token, looks like a while ago. I'm not sure who. So worldcup.io. Let's see here. Let's actually look at this. So this is a shout out to whoever airdropped me these tokens. I'm looking at your website on my YouTube channel. So yeah, this is the token that I have in my wallet. All right, so I'm going to basically take I have these tokens in my wallet, so I'm going to go to the smart contract address, and let's see here. Here's the contract. I'm going to copy the address. I'm going to go back to Multisender. I'm going to paste in the address here. All right. Oh, sorry. Hit enter. It already detects that it's got 18 decimals, so I'm just going to leave it at that. It's probably the default. So I'm going to click CSV, and it looks like it's got some information on how we can add the addresses here. So it tells us that we want to do this in a CSV format. So basically we're going to paste in an address followed by a comma and the number of tokens we want to transfer, and then we'll enter a new line. So I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to copy some of the other addresses out of my MetaMask wallet. Let's actually do this. Go to account 2, and I'm going to copy this and paste it here. I'm going to say 10 tokens and hit new line. And I'll click another one. Oh, sorry. Copy this account. I'll say 20 tokens. All right. And I'll scroll down and click next. All right, so it's got some information here. it shows me that, here's the first address and it's got 10 tokens that I want to send. And here's the second address and it's got 20 tokens that I want to send. And I can choose the, gas price. I'm going to leave it at fast for 10.4 GUI. And yeah, here's the token. Here's all the information. So here's one thing to note. This contract takes a fee, so you have to pay to use it. This is the amount of ether that you would have to pay, so 0.05, but this is Kovan ether, so KETH. And this is going to need one transaction. All right, so let's click next. Oh, looks like I'm out of token. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to go back to my main account. Sorry, I'm going to go back to the account that actually has the tokens in it. All right, so click next. Hold on a second, insufficient token balance. Let's go to account 1. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, I've got a bunch of tokens. I'm gonna click next. So the first transaction here is actually the approval transaction. So like if you were going to sell, a token like on a cryptocurrency exchange, you need to approve, a third party to basically transfer tokens for you. You're basically saying, I'm going to give you the right to transfer this token for me. And that's exactly what you're doing with this token contract. So I'm going to confirm this transaction and watch it go through. So that's what the first transaction is. The second transaction is actually going to be the transaction that takes all of the addresses and the tokens we want to airdrop and just does it in a batch. So that one's done, and I'm going to confirm the second one. And this is, like I said, the transaction that will actually distribute the tokens and actually do the airdrop, which is pretty cool. So I'll wait for this to finish, and it's done. All right, let's check the transaction on Etherscan. All right, it's done. And you can see that these transfers were all done in the same transaction, which is pretty cool. You can see that, here's 10 tokens that were sent from my account to this account, my other MetaMask account, and 20 tokens were sent to this other MetaMask account. So I'll just click on those, and we can see that, these actually have balances. So let's look at this holder. And we can see, ERC20 token transactions. There we go. So another thing I'll show you is that you can send Ether this way. You can send Ether to a bunch of people without having to, do it individually. So I'll just say, let's see, you can actually select it here in the menu. We'll just take some Kovan Ether and I'll paste in those same accounts. I don't want to send 10, send a much smaller amount. I'll say 0.01. All right. And I'll do CSV. Click next. My balance is 0.45, so I have enough. So I'm going to require one transaction. So click next and confirm. I'll wait for this to confirm on Kovan. All right, there you go. These are the ETH that's sent to these multiple accounts. So a couple other things I'll show you about the Dapp. It's pretty cool. It's got it's kind of sophisticated error handling. Basically, some validations. It prevents user errors, right? So we'll just send Kovan Ether, and I'll paste in those same accounts that I was using. I'll copy these and paste them in. So what I could do is if I had, a duplicate account, let's say I did this account twice, right? And I put, 10 here, or else just say 5. Click next. Oops, sorry, CSV. There you go. All right, click next. It will actually detect that there were duplicate addresses on the list, which is really cool. And instead of just rejecting the duplicates, it'll actually combine them. So you can see that it added, so it's 15 right here, the extra balances. So the last cool thing I'll show you about this is that it'll basically handle like any incorrect addresses. So if I paste it in those same things and just like left off a character and it's 6, CSV. it would detect that there's, a bad address in there. So the last cool thing about this, I actually want to show you something about the smart contract, which is pretty cool. So if you've ever developed dApps and you try to deploy them to multiple test networks like Ropsten, Rinkeby, and also the main network, it can be kind of a headache when you have different addresses for each smart contract on each network. But this particular smart contract on Multisender has the same address on every network. So if you click the Multisender address and go to Etherscan, you can see there's the contract, right? But if you change the subdomain and go to Ropsten, and you refresh, you'll see that the page is there. It's the same smart contract. It's the same address on each network, and we can take Ropsten off and go to mainnet and see that there you go. It's the same address. It's pretty cool. So that's an overview of Multisender. And by the way, if you want to see how to do that with your smart contracts, if you want to keep the address the same, you can just go to this repository. This is the cross-chain deploy script, which allows you to keep the same address on each network. So check this out. So that's it, guys. That's how you can airdrop tokens without coding with Multisender, which is pretty awesome. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out the link down below for the link to Multisender. And until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.